Well, golly, it must be day 43. Who's ready to go see what kind of mischief we can get into today? Well, good morning, Hoopty Army. Welcome back to the Hoopty Barn. I am Big Mike. That is the Blue Goose. And it's August. How about that? We made it through July. So, hopefully, my plan is, if everything goes right, to have this dude rolling by the end of this month. That's my goal. Yeah, not all my goals work out. I mean, you know, I never ended up being 6'6" and handsome. So, anyway. So, where we left off, I was working on this steering debacle that I put myself into. And I've been thinking things through. And I'm not sure I like this. I'm thinking maybe I could go through over here, but I've got to have room for my skirt, you know, my curtain over here. So I'm thinking I might use the other shaft too, because it's smaller in diameter at the top. It's got a much smaller diameter at the top. I think, yeah, maybe not. I don't know. I'm gonna have to do something, because I got to change that angle just slightly. I mean, just that much. Not a whole lot, but we're going to figure something out. Something's going to happen one way or another. So I guess first things first, what I got to do is I'm going to pull this dude up out of here. I'm going to look at bending my lines, if I can bend them without breaking them, and see if I can't get that dude to where the lines go down underneath, because I'm wanting to try to mount my steering box down here somehow under there. I'm wanting to try to mount it just to the inside of the frame. I don't know yet. This is going to be a trick, but I'm more than a one-trick pony, because I pulled lots of tricks on this car so far. So, all right, well, I'm going to get started. Want to figure something out here, get my old cranium stirred up and moving. I'll be back and show you what we got. All right, so we're going to do a little progress update. I don't show a whole lot of my work because, you know, a lot of it's just boring junk, fitting and cutting and this and that, you know. And I've asked at least once before about, you know, if y'all want to see the work I'm doing, cutting, grinding, all that stuff that people usually skip through on the videos, or if you just want to see the meat and potatoes. So far, people said meat and potatoes, but I got a lot of new people here too. So either way, let me know. But here's where we are. So I took my steering shaft out. I've changed my direction again. I took everything apart, both steering shafts, and this is what I came up with. I ended up having to ditch this big old piece up at the top of the shaft in favor of this little one. It takes a lot less room, as you can see. I mean, around. And I'm going to put this together. I still have some adjustment up here on the top. It slides still. And I had to go down here. Decided to go outside the header instead of inside, because that still would be between the header pipe and the flange. That's fun. Anyway, and I had to massage my header a little with that little massager, and I think we got an angle that we can live with in there. And I've got to build a bracket to hang my pump on. So it's going to be a little slow going. And I'm going to try to get this pump and everything installed today. But, like I said, a lot of this is just slow, tedious work on some of these things. So I'll get as far as I can, and I'll be back when I got something more to show. You know, it's always taken quite a bit to make me say uncle on something. Anyway, well, so I've tried every kind of configuration I can with my reservoir and my pump down there, and there's just not going to be enough room for me to run that pump under there. So I have resigned myself to the fact that I'm just going to have to put old Manuel steering in there. Hey, you know what? I gave it a go. And you know, maybe someday somebody can help me with a configuration that might actually work in here. Or they might have some kind of aftermarket little steering box or something that I can put in there later. But it's just not happening. And I'm just not fighting with it anymore. This is 2 days of fighting with this thing. But I did get my steering shaft all finished up. I mean, I can get in there and I can turn the wheel all the way around. It can do everything it needs to do in there. And so now all I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to put my little A-arm type thing back up here and figure out how in the world I'm going to hook up my steering linkage. But I'm not going to do that today because it is hot. I'm soaking wet, and I've had enough. And you know, I mean, I know it ain't much, but I've been out here several hours, and I feel like I've just been spinning my wheels. So I'm gonna spin my wheels on into the house. But appreciate y'all at least stopping by to check it out. And you know, not every day's a winner, but it is what it is. It's some kind of progress. I know where I'm going, and tomorrow will be a better day, right? So do me a favor, if you ain't subscribed, go ahead and do that, and give me a thumbs up or probably a thumbs down on this one, and leave me a comment, and you know, hit that notification bell so you know when the next video comes out, which will be tomorrow. So till next time, y'all keep watching. I'm gonna keep working.